I'm EZP. Welcome to a Southern Soul special. This is a special show for Southern Soul voters. Southern Soul voters, you're important. The last presidential election, you put Biden in the office of president through South Carolina. And many of our listeners on Southern Soul, ATLFM.com, are in South Carolina. Your legislature put Biden in the office because he got to before he got to South Carolina, he was losing in the primaries, in the polls. And so James Clyburn helped Biden win the election. And now on the news report is that Donald Trump has been shot in the ear. And so this is not a joke. This is very serious. And I'm just wondering where our country is going with all of this gun violence, Mac Beats. Tell us, fill us in from the streets.
Well, I can tell you like this. I can fill you in from American Horror Story first before I fill you in from the streets, because the streets got questions and I'm going to get the streets some answers. Y'all have never watched American Horror Story Cult, and it shows. You know why? Because Oswald shot President Kennedy from 6 miles away with a World War II weapon. Now, this character has supposedly had an AR-15, which is similar to the M16 in a way, and he was able to shoot 5 times with that weapon and barely get an ear from what wasn't too far away. And I'm going to go ahead and wait for a little while before I completely go off about this, but it doesn't look good for being super honest. I honestly think that this is something that happened. I think more people know, because let me give you a quick fact. All presidents that are alive have been issued their own Secret Service people. They have a detail. All of them have a detail. And you have to get through screenings in order to be able to be around them and be in certain places. They talk to people all the time. And when a president or former president is going to be somewhere, you always get the runaround to get in the building. You always
That's
have
true.
you can't get in there with a pocket knife. You come in there with a pocket knife, I'm gonna be going to pick you up off of somewhere. I gotta go grab you. But if you have a butter knife in your pocket by accident, so it's starting to seem kind of strange, because what do you think the reaction is going to be? I think the reaction is going to be this. I think that his base is going to swell, and his base is going to be mobilized right now. And everybody knows what mobilization is. Almost going to be deployed when you think about it, because they have such a strong connection to him that they're going to come to protect their savior. I think that's what's going to happen. I think that is the effect of what this is going to be. What you're going to see is, especially in the Southeast, Florida, Georgia, Texas, a lot of Texas, some Arkansas, and definitely Mississippi. You're going to see convoys of pickup trucks with Trump flags on the back. And you're going to see armed men in the streets if you're not careful, at NRA meetings and um, at political events held by the Republican side and the far right. You're going to see armed groups, citizens, private citizens, bringing vests, masks, and guns to protect their saviors from an apparent assassin. Now, I don't know anybody who can have that style of weapon shoot 5 times and miss. I can have one eye and a half a finger and have 5 times to hit something and not miss.
Well, you know that they have the Secret Service detail there. You know that they're watching everybody coming in and out of the area. Cameras are everywhere. I wouldn't think somebody that crazy would do something like that. Why would they do something crazy like that? Because that is so unaccountable. I mean, that is so irresponsible. It's just beyond me that there's someone result to violence just because they disagree with somebody politically.
Right. And see, there are cameras everywhere. Surveillance cameras are all over the place. I'm surprised that they didn't find a person yet. I'm very surprised. And I'm going to go ahead and wait for a few days because they're going to release a name. And if they don't release a name, then I'm leaning more towards wait a minute, how is this going to impact us more so than thinking about, oh, why haven't they found someone? Because if they got surveillance cameras, everybody got cameras. You got a camera. I
Right.
got a camera. The
You
people
got a
at the
camera.
meeting,
We all have
you
cameras.
know, everybody gets a camera. So
Right.
I find it hard to believe that nobody has a picture of anything, anybody walking up anywhere, nothing. They found the person who had shot somebody from a mile from doggone near a mile away in a library history building and all that from in the 60s. And that is strange. And on top of it, well, it's not strange, but if they can't find this person because of the volume of the shot, so it couldn't have been that far away. You heard the shot in the video, and the video camera was very close. So if you can hear a silenced round, it wasn't that far away. So
Oh,
they have surveillance footage of something because they have many blocks of surveillance videos. It's a former president. So I don't think everybody, the whole Secret Service, the whole federal government, the whole city government, state government, and every government involved failed the former President Trump. I don't think that happened. Now, I'm going, like I said, I'm going to wait for the facts to come out. But if I don't hear a name in a few days, I don't know.
I'm EZP from Southern Soul, EZP, and we are reporting live on the scene. Ex-President Trump has been shot in the ear, and so this is really strange. Mac Beats, I would like to allude to our audience because I know our Southern Soul listeners are going to vote in the presidential election. I had the opportunity to cover a former president when working at WIGO in Atlanta, and it was in the Georgia Dome. Okay. And the Georgia Dome was searched from top to bottom. It was 20,000 plus people in there. Everybody had to go through metal detectors. Everybody was searched. This is a president of the United States of America. I just see it's so unusual that someone got through all of that detail, all of that weaponry, all of that personnel to actually harm a presidential candidate.
And that's what I'm seeing as well. That we're looking at the same thing. But I want to know from y'all, Southern Soul ATL FM folks. I want to know from y'all. Let us know. Am I wrong? Am I being too hard on the situation? Let me know. Stitch this video, remix it, comment it, like it, whatever you want to do. Let me know what's going on if you think I'm wrong.
And I have my question too. Who are you going to vote for now? I know it's policy driven, and I know you like who you like, but who are you going to vote for? Who are you going to vote for, Southern Soul? Southern Soul EZP, Mac Beats, talk to us.
Make sure to karate chop that subscribe button and let us know in the comments. We might even reply to one of your comments. We signing out. Southern Soul.
EZP.